those who have been the beneficiaries of this system.
Secretary Fudge, thank you so much for speaking with me today. You have made prioritizing home ownership and dealing with issues in the Black community around housing a priority. Tell people who are always like, what is happening in the administration? Let the people know what is happening under your leadership.
Well, when you talk about home ownership, we have to realize that the gap between Black and white home ownership is as big today as it was in 1968. And so it is our goal to make sure that we change that on our watch. So what we are doing is many things. Black people have historically had a problem being considered credit worthy. So what we have done is we've done things that we think are going to be helpful. We've changed the way that we look at student debt. So normally when we, Black people, report with student debt, they say we are not credit worthy. So they punish us for bettering ourselves. We've changed the way that's calculated, so now more and more people will qualify. We have put in place down payment assistance because we know if you can pay a rent, you can generally pay a mortgage because it's usually less. But the money up front is the problem. So we're now assisting with that. We're having longer mortgages so that we can keep people in homes. We are doing a whole lot of things that I think are important. We're making sure that the value in your home means something because we tend to undervalue homes in Black communities and in core communities. I live in an inner city. And so I don't want my home devalued just because I'm Black and I live in a Black community. So we are working with how we make that equitable. We are doing an awful lot of things in this administration, but so many things we're doing for Black people. Beside housing, we're doing public housing. We're making sure that if you come out of prison today with a criminal record, we're going to give you another shot in a nation that says it believes in second chances to live with your family, whether it be in public housing or voucher housing. So we are doing everything we can think of to do. We've reduced the cost of a mortgage by reducing the amount that you'd have to pay insurance. So many great things are happening in this administration. I just wish people would take the time. I just left a program with presidents of historically Black institutions, yes. Our Divine Nine.
And you are a Delta.
I am a Delta. Proud Delta. We've put $7 billion into HBCUs. We have erased the federal debt of HBCUs in this country.
Say that again, because I always, and as a White House reporter, I'm always pushing back on narratives. I'm like, you have to actually go on the websites, just see. You will find it, and also find programs that will benefit you. And some people are sleeping on the very thing that they need that is available that they don't know. That's why I'm saying, just say that again, because it's so crucial that people know that.
We have erased the federal debt for HBCU's capital debt. All of them, $7 billion. We have, if you work for the federal government, the state government, if you work in any kind of public service, we are erasing your student loans to the tune of billions of dollars. We have already erased the student debt amount for 600,000 people. I might be low. The number may be higher by now.
The key word is erased.
Erased. I don't mean reduced. I mean erased.
Yes.
I was watching a program on television, and this woman who's from Rutgers, I can't think of her name right now, she said she just got a letter that said that she no longer owes the $78,000 that she still owed in student debt she had been paying on for years. People need to stop and pay attention to what is going on. And those are the things that have historically held us back. Yes. And we are changing all of it.
Lastly, what's your message to Congress? And I want you to give a direct message to this deeply divided Congress.
What I want Congress to do is to remember why they are here. No matter what side of the aisle you are on, our job, and I'll say our because I was a member of Congress, is to take care of the people who send them to Washington, to do what is right to move the country forward, no matter which side of the aisle they sit on. Do the job you were elected to do, and take away all of the bitterness and the vitriol. Do your job. Do your job.
Thank you so much for the work that you do.